Hello students, so today we'll learn one topic of class 9th subject physics, that is topic is motion. So whenever we say that our body is in motion, we obviously judge it by respect to some stationary object which is taken as a reference point. Like for example, we are standing in a bus stand and a bus is coming, so we say that the bus is moving, and whenever it stops we say the bus has stopped. So this way we can give the definition like it's written over there. A body is said to be in motion or moving when its position changes continuously with respect to a stationary object taken as a reference point. So when we are standing in a bus stand and we say that the bus is moving, so there we take other objects as the reference point, like for example a tree or a building which is static, which is not moving. So thereby we can say the body is in motion. So I hope the definition is clear to all of you. A body is said to be in motion or moving when its position changes continuously with respect to a stationary object taken as a reference point. Well, now let's see what is distance traveled and displacement. At first, let's look what is meant by distance traveled. So as it's written, see carefully. Distance traveled by a body is the actual length of the path covered by a moving body, irrespective of the direction in which the body travels. Now, what is meant by actual length? So, to give an example, I have drawn a diagram. You can see in the rightmost side, it's drawn like point A, point B, and point C. So a man starts his journey from point A and reaches B, and then again from B he starts and reaches C. So his final destination is C. So distance covered will be AB's distance plus BC's distance, that is 5 km plus 3 km equivalent to 8 kilometers. So this is the total distance traversed by the man. So this is the actual length of the path covered by him, irrespective of the direction, as it's written in the definition, irrespective of the direction in which the body travels. So I hope you can relate this example with the definition given for the distance traveled by a body. And if you want to note down the definition, obviously you can pause the video, then you can note it down. So now let's look at the definition of displacement. So when a body moves from one position to another, the shortest distance between initial and the final position of the body along with the direction is called displacement. So in the rightmost part of the board I have drawn the diagram which I have explained in previous definition of distance also. So look into that. So a man starts his journey from point A, reaches point B, then again he goes to point C. So from A to B is 5 km, B to C is 3 km, and by applying Pythagoras theorem we can calculate the distance between A and C, which is 4 km. That is, AC is equivalent to the displacement because it is the shortest path from the initial point and the final destination. So we can relate with the definition of displacement. When a body moves from one position to another, the shortest distance between the initial and the final position of the body along with the direction, which is the most important. In displacement, we have to consider the direction also. But when we are calculating the distance, then we are not considering the direction. So this is the main difference between the distance and displacement. That distance is the path covered by the body irrespective of the direction in which the body travels. There is no question of direction and whole path is calculated. But in case of displacement, whole path is not calculated. It will be calculated between the initial position and the final position. The shortest route will be calculated. So, and here we are considering the direction also. So distance is basically a scalar quantity, while displacement is a vector quantity. Now scalar, as we know that scalar is means those quantities which only considers the magnitude but no direction, and vector means magnitude as well as direction both should be considered. So I hope from this example it's clear difference between distance and displacement, and the definition is also quite relevant with the example. Now many more examples are to be discussed, which we will discuss in the next class. I hope you have enjoyed this class. Thank you. If you have any queries, then you can comment in the comment section. If you like, then you can press the like button and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.